I grew up in Stanwood, Washington. I was born there, and I was in an extremely abusive household from the ages of 0 to 11. I was removed from my dad's care by CPS. When I moved with my mom, she lived in Gold Bar, so I went to Gold Bar, and all the kids around there are just like, kids without parents that are around because they're either working or, out drinking themselves or what have you. So we all kind of just raised ourselves. I believe I was 17, I first tried meth. And then it just kind of like was it. That was like what I had been looking for the whole time. Like I didn't feel I was going too fast for everything to even matter. Like days flew by. And then when I was 18, I tried intravenously and I never went back. I was like borderline personality disorder, and so I didn't know boundaries or where your ownership of things started and mine ended, and I would try and take on everything, all the emotions and abuse and everything was always my fault. And so that's just how I was hardwired from when I was a kid, but it also was why I used. I was in an extremely abusive relationship. He got into a fight on one of the streets with somebody. He just caused havoc wherever he went. And he actually got incarcerated when I was just about 7 months pregnant. My son was like 2, and so we were living in the car out of like the startup rest area a few nights, and we didn't have anywhere to go. I was found with a needle at the park, and his grandma turned me into CPS, and I was served with papers. I went and stayed at the Gold Bar Hotel. My drug use had jumped from like 5 or 10 cc's to 20 to 25 cc's. And it was a lot, and it was all the time, and it was constant, and I didn't know what to do. I just knew that I couldn't use anymore, and that's when I reached out to my insurance company and found Residence 12.
And then eventually...
the women there I felt comfort with because they had been battered, and they had been beat, and they had escaped, and they had lost their children, and they felt worthless. And so it was just like in that darkest moment, you can find community. Wow, I'm not alone. I knew that because of the impact the women that had made to me there while I was there, that I wanted to come back. And the res taught me that I have a voice. I networked, they taught me what to do, how to do it. I'm on the panel committee for the Sunday nights with my sponsors, so we manage the Sunday meetings that come in, and we make sure that there's women that show up, and then if they don't show up, we show up. When I walk through the front door, the smell is the same, the faces are the same, and the story is the same. It's just a different shift of women. The support that you were given, or that I was given there by the staff, was imperative to my recovery. I don't have any blood family of my own besides my son and then my son's grandma. Those are what I have, but I do have a chosen family. Any women that you meet in there, if you're willing to do the work, you have friends for life, and that's what I have. And I still talk to women every single day that are in my circle of women. We call it our village. I don't go to a meeting every single day, but I take care of my son every day, and I go to work every day, and I have purpose today, and I can actually say that I love myself today. He's been through everything with me, and so, some of our great times are like he likes to go do anything outside, so we'll walk to the beach a lot. He's really wonderful to be around. I'm in a relationship now, in a really loving relationship with a good man and somebody that's in recovery also. I've always waited for something else to come along, like that house, that hero, that fantasy in my head of how life should be is going to happen someday. But I realized that the recovery is my life, that this is how it's going to be for the rest of my life, where I will use and I will die. And so, I'm not willing to do that, and I want to have a good life, and so I'm willing to do the work. The strong tools that I was provided at the res and given was a huge gift, and it's been monumental in my life. Like, I'm forever changed. And so I know that other women deserve that chance as well. Everybody deserves to get better. It's just some places they get to and some places they don't. But I know this place has saved my life.